Hey y'all, I have not vlogged in a while, and there's a reason for it, because I'm probably going to be moving soon. I haven't really talked about it online yet, and I haven't even really talked about it in my real life yet, so I promise very soon I will talk about all of that. But for today, I wanted to actually talk about relationships a little bit because I had sort of a recent dating kind of experience. I feel like I have a lot of experiences in dating where we're not in a relationship, but it's sort of like we're interested in each other, and it's sort of like the point before just knowing each other as people or meeting and then being in a relationship, like that middle period where you're just kind of still dating and figuring each other out. And this definitely falls into that category. Um, And it definitely taught me a couple lessons about myself, and then also just about people in general and what different things mean, and making different connections. So definitely the first thing I learned about myself was that I definitely need to work on loving and appreciating myself more and caring for myself more and just loving myself more in general, because essentially there was already kind of things that I don't know, I guess I could say were red flags in terms of me and this guy dating. Um, but I ended up kind of taking those and spiraling it into this really weird thing. And then I realized that I lashed out because he definitely was more interested in me than I was in him. And those situations always make me uncomfortable. I typically date people where I'm actually in relationships where I'm more interested in them than they are in me. That's very normal. And a situation where the other person's more interested, it just is confusing to me. I never think it's attractive, and I kind of figured out why. Is because on some level, I don't think that I'm worthy of being liked or having attention, and I don't think of myself that way, so I don't want somebody else to think of me that way, or it's uncomfortable for them to. And so it's something I definitely learned and took away from it in terms of myself. And also just that I love being single right now, and I don't not want to be single. And I'll tell everyone, I know the media and even your friends and family can trick you into being oh my gosh, you need to be in a relationship, or you've been single for too long, or whatever. But if you're enjoying being single, if you're learning a lot about yourself, if you're working on yourself, if you're doing other things, don't feel like you need to necessarily date. If you don't want to date right now, that's perfectly fine. I'm really enjoying being single, so I definitely am going to keep doing that and not feel like I need to keep my options open. And then about other people, what I learned is that if somebody typically dates people that are a lot younger than them, that means they're emotionally immature. I don't care what the situations are. I don't care what their excuse is. I don't care who initiated the relationship. It means they're emotionally immature to be into people who are significantly younger than them. And especially if their last few relationships are all people who are significantly younger than them. Because the guy I was into, I don't even really know how old he is now, because he was so insecure about his age that he wouldn't even tell me or anybody how old he is, which is really weird and was an issue. That was one of the issues. But I kind of deduced that he's in his early to mid 30s, and I'm 20 right now, and his last three girlfriends I think were all 22. So if that is you, or you're seeing a guy and that's his situation, just know that he's emotionally immature. And then the second thing is that it never gets better than it is in the beginning. And I already sort of knew that, and that was something that I had with me in terms of inner wisdom, but I definitely kind of saw that cultivation, because a lot of times I think we are mildly into someone or curious about them or whatever, and we kind of get caught up in it, and even when it's not that great, you know what I mean? Even when it's okay, but it's not something that's taking your breath away and that you're just overwhelmed with joy about, And it never gets better than that initial time. If anything, it's only going to get worse from there. So if it's not amazing, don't waste your time and don't try to talk yourself into that situation. Get out of it, for sure. And a lot of other people aren't willing to do that. So you definitely, I think, have to step up in that case. that's what I took away from this. So take from it what you will. I will see you guys soon. Bye.